Good evening and many thanks for joining us. I am Ansmane Sonyasi and this is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Caraba Avenue. Here are the main news headlines. There should be more collaboration between child advocacy organizations and a strengthening of all child support initiatives in the Gambia, so says the Deputy Representative of UNICEF in the Gambia. And as part of its reformation agenda, the Gambia National Youth Parliament has inaugurated its new office. The Anti-Crime Unit of the Gambia Police Force celebrated the 5th anniversary of its founding. And the Ministry of Health, through the National Blood Transfusion Services and Partners, commemorated World Blood Donor Day 2023 at Boyam General Hospital. And in sports news, on Wednesday, the Gambia's men's football team took a step closer to a second AFCON appearance after a last-gasp winner gave them victory over South Sudan. Stay tuned as we bring more on these and other stories. The Deputy Representative of UNICEF in the Gambia, Ahmad Nahor, has called for more collaboration between child advocacy organizations and for the strengthening of all child support initiatives in the country. He was speaking at the validation of the latest National Multidimensional Overlapping Deprivations Analysis report. More in this report. The Gambia, like many countries, has numerous child advocacy groups, including the government and international agencies. However, one organization that is at the forefront of child rights advocacy and providing support to children with major interventions in the education and health sectors is UNICEF. Recognizing the need to ensure that no child is left behind, UNICEF's Deputy Resident Representative, Ahmad Nahor, says there is a growing need for more stakeholder collaboration. This, he says, is necessary to ensure improved service delivery.
As policymakers, partners, service providers and duty bearers, to reflect over time how our collective investment and support have helped children attain their basic rights. The attainment of these rights is a springboard to having a productive population that can change the world, and particularly to change our country.
Meanwhile, he also calls for more investment and support for childcare programs in the country and commends the Gambia government, describing them as worthy partners in the fight to provide children with the requisite support to help them excel in life.
The report should be perceived as an opportunity to increase our investment and support, but also to be efficient and effective in how we deliver services for children in the Gambia. UNICEF greatly appreciates the government of the Gambia's efforts under the leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow in fulfilling its obligations toward children by ensuring every child has access to the basic social services adequate to ensure survival, growth, and development through the productive adulthood.
He also urges child advocacy agencies to strengthen their advocacy programs, adding that it is a collective responsibility to save children's lives, defend their rights, and help them fulfill their potential. The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, is the UN agency responsible for providing humanitarian and developmental aid to children worldwide. Ansmane Sonyasi for QTV News. Now, as part of its reformation agenda, the Gambia National Youth Parliament has inaugurated its new office. Jennifer Sonko reports.
The new office inauguration is part of the National Youth Parliament's reformation agenda. Established in 2002, the National Youth Parliament has enabled youth across the country to build their capacities in different areas. The Parliament believes that to achieve its objectives, it needs a space that is more accessible to young people and partners. The Executive Director of the National Youth Council, Alaji Jaja, says he's excited about how most youth groups in the Gambia now have their own offices compared to a few years ago, which poses a lot of challenges.
Having our physical spaces, having our offices, I think it's a great manifestation of how much we have grown as young people over the past years. That we are really now taking up the work that we do seriously. that it is no longer a hobby that we all enjoy doing, but this is a full-time job, a full-time profession that we all want to get into to really alleviate or really ameliorate the plight of young people of this country.
The Deputy Clerk of the Gambia National Assembly, Khalifa M. Mbai, welcomes the move of the National Youth Parliament getting their office space, as it will professionalize their work, adding that the composition of future National Assembly could be informed by those who have gained experience in the National Youth Parliament.
In every election cycle, you see the change of membership in the National Assembly, and this has, the turnover of the Parliament is always too high, and this has been challenging to the National Assembly service in the sense that we have no control of who comes to Parliament and who goes out of Parliament. But if you see a National Youth Parliament grooming future leaders, political leaders for that matter, to take up the mantle of leadership at the National Assembly, regardless of the number of the turnover that happened. Now, by the time the youths are well informed and take up political leadership, you'll see, regardless of the number, of course, we'll be promising to see that the composition of the National Parliament would be par excellence.
The National Youth Parliament reformation agenda started in 2021 when a new executive was formed. The 5-member executive decided that the operations of the parliament needed adjustments to serve young people better. That agenda gave birth to a new constitution, financial regulations, and today, the inauguration of an office.
It is known that no matter how much ideas you have, if you do not have the required space to implement those ideas, it means those ideas will find homes and offices in your mind, but not homes and offices in the required structures. And we decided to present a home and an office where we're able to implement our ideas, but also have a platform that will be a home for young people of the entire country, where you can come and meet and use the space to solve problems that are affecting your communities, your regions, and the nation at large.
The 9th National Youth Parliament was inaugurated last year. The ceremony was conducted in the same manner as the regular National Assembly seating. The National Youth Parliament has a deliberate policy to transition the Children's National Assembly members to the National Youth Parliament for continuity. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Bosonko.
Welcoming development there. And now to security matters. On Thursday, the anti-crime unit of the Gambia Police Force celebrated its 5th anniversary at an event presided over by Mamadou Sow, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, and the senior officials from the security and public sector at its headquarters in Banjul. Alucisia reports.
As the name Anti-Crime Unit implies, this respected unit of the Gambia Police Force was created in 2018 by the police command to help curb all forms of criminal activities in the country. As part of celebrating 5 years of existence, officers conducted a simulation exercise displaying their martial arts skills, a tactical demonstration on the arrest of an aggressive individual, and VIP protection among others, clearly impressing the spectators. The unit is highly commended for its achievements in arresting, detaining, and prosecuting suspected criminals. Proud of his unit's successes, despite the challenges, Mamadou Sow, the commissioner of the anti-crime unit of the police, commended his men and women for the sacrifice, despite having come under attack in the course of duty, including the arson attack on the home of his former commissioner, Gorgui Mbop, in Ibo Town, over allegation of his heavy-handedness.
A total of 934 cases were registered and taken to court. According to statistics, out of which 328 were convicted, 8 were withdrawn at the courts, 19 in complete investigation, 2 were acquitted and discharged, and 570 pending at the courts. In 2023, within a span of 3 months, a total of 69 cases were registered, out of which 24 already secured conviction, 4 withdrawn at court, and 41 still pending at the courts.
In its ongoing expansion drive, the unit has opened another operation unit based at the Kotu police station, as many more communities demand the presence of an anti-crime unit to patrol their communities. Esa Bokarsi, Deputy CEO of OIC Gambia Secretariat, who doubles as the ambassador of the anti-crime unit, expressed satisfaction with the skill manifested by the unit. He emphasized the importance of respect for the law. Mamadou Sow, Deputy Inspector General of Police, said the unit's objective is to sustain peace and security.
Democracy is not to run around, to kill people, to snatch their bags, to smoke weed in the street and do whatever you like, and anybody who asks you, tell them, this is my right. What we have witnessed here today, as far as the anti-crime unit is concerned, celebrating its 5th year of existence, it is time to take stock as far as they are concerned. What are the lessons learned? What do they need to improve? What is the way forward? And how well they can redefine and reshape themselves.
Speakers at the event urged the public to embrace the unit and compliment their work for the safety of all rather than vilifying them. Certificates were issued to individuals and institutions, including Esa Bokarsi, the ambassador of anti-crime unit, Lamin Fati, head of the Child Protection Alliance, the Gambia Armed Forces, State Intelligence Service, and QTV Gambia, in recognition of their support to the unit since its inception. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
Well, congratulations and happy anniversary to Anti-Crime Unit of the Gambia Police Force. And the report there by Aliou Cissé will lead us to the commercial break, but we will be right back.
What are you calling? Calling Kodomo? Look at you, man, in the Afghan Kodomo. So it's a fine law. Okay.
ay kodo kenya nan nado kodo kamaja je sa mada tin na fo en kodi furi hey ngai kodo bala kana falina akoy kodo damale be je ni may sama no ngatu je atata falina
assalamu alaikum barmo kota ñi kodo ta jant yo ni bari kodo mambe ñanta ko di kendo rendila ñin ko do mon be dajibe ko do fam jiba jol jibe be faram faram fayla ñin jibe yaaje mon be taal iba falin nale central bank ye memfo inal tolier yal safi ye memfali ali yalo iko clean note policy ko di kendo al kalmol jowala ñing ko di furi ngo ko di fundo al kam mol sigal ka ko sigal ka di mol am betea ibe ñi mudalal e ko di kendo di ni wote memba kunna tole te ala bida central bank andu memba kunna tole e kana van dole ta de bole so janno bebe ta raje ko do mudaya
mu ne tawolantele yalo nako e nyanta ko di kendo di
ñina mu siloti men ñanta kake al kali al luwaye men fo al kali marawna ko di kendo al kali waldi mol al yama
Welcome back. Be reminded you're watching QTV News, coming to you live from our studios on Caraba Avenue. Now, the Ministry of Health, through the National Blood Transfusion Services in partnership with the World Bank and World Health Organization, commemorated World Blood Donor Day 2023 at Buyam General Hospital. QTV's Loliam Kamara traveled with them and filed this report.
On the 14th of June each year, countries around the world commemorate World Blood Donor Day. The day seeks to raise awareness of the need for safe blood and blood products, and as well thank voluntary blood donors for their life-saving gifts of blood. This year's celebration in Buyam, in the Western Two region, brought together the community members, students, service personnel, and staff of the Health Ministry. The Alcalo of Buyam, Pa Nyasi, and Ali Nyasi, the Chief of Buyam, welcomed guests to their community and acknowledged the efforts of the ministry's awareness campaign. Maria Tujalo, a board member of Buyam General Hospital, described the event as one of the most significant in the health sector and thanked those who continue to donate blood. Zendak Jaju Kujabi, the regional health director for Western Two, said the theme for this year's celebration is apt, adding that it will equip our blood banks with enough safe blood so that patients can easily access it when needed. Mariama Jame, the program manager with the National Blood Transfusion Service, highlights the country's current blood need.
The current blood need in the Gambia, based on the population, is about 48,000 blood units per annum, and this is estimated to increase to about 60,000 blood units by the year 2020 as the population increases. Currently, our facilities and the National Blood Transfusion Services are able to collect only between 15 to 16,000 blood units annually, and this is less than half of the required number needed in our facilities.
A newly formed association called the Association of Negative Blood Donors, ANBD, was also launched at the event. And according to the association's president, Al-Amin Mohammed Saidikan, the association will collaborate with all negative blood donors and recipients to raise more awareness of the importance of blood donation and to encourage more people to donate blood. The Deputy Director of Health Services, Dr. Mamadou Nyasi, said this day was first celebrated in the Gambia in 2014 by 4 organizations, and the aim was to raise awareness about the use of safe blood and safe blood products and thank donors for their voluntary and life-saving gift of blood. Lieutenant Colonel Timothy Sanyang, Commander 4th Battalion, Kanilai, and Lieutenant Colonel Samba Fall, the Senegalese Battalion Commander in Fonyi, respectively, expressed delight at taking part in the event. Part of the WHO strategies is to assist low and middle income countries to improve the availability and quality of human plasma and increasing patients' access to the life-saving plasma protein therapies. Dr. Desta Tureni is the WHO country representative to the Gambia.
WHO has been working very closely with the Ministry of Health to review the entire blood transfusion system in the Gambia, and our ultimate objective with this is to provide advice and assistance to the Ministry of Health, addressing organizational and technical issues and improving blood safety and availability across the nation.
Mohamed Lamin Jaite, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Health, represented the Minister of Health.
The high dependence on family relative donors, lack of standard national blood transfusion center, and inadequate screening facilities makes it challenging to ensure safe blood for all in the Gambia. The current strengthening of the health system includes reinforcing blood transfusion services programs to be able to meet the country's blood needs.
Service personnel donated blood on the occasion. As this year's theme implies, give blood, give plasma, share lives, share often. The focus is on patients requiring lifelong transfusion support and underscores the role everyone can play by giving blood. On World Blood Donor Day, authorities also called for more awareness on the importance of blood donation. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
The Gambia Bureau of Statistics and its partners validated the Gambia's first ever national multi-dimensional overlapping deprivations analysis report on Thursday. The report looks at overlapping deprivations among children in the Gambia and how it affects their welfare, growth and development. Lena Igwenyiba reports.
The National Multidimensional Overlapping Deprivation Analysis (NMODA) study examines and analyzes overlapping deprivation among children of the Gambia for effective policy interventions by the government and stakeholders. The findings in this study could serve as one of the data sources for the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda to measure sustainable development goals and other indicators. Nyakasi MB Sanyang is the Statistician General at the Gambia Bureau of Statistics.
I am sure that the results of this study will help better policy formulation by the government and delivery of child-friendly programs by implementing ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as provide insight on SDG 1.
According to a UNICEF report, a recent multidimensional analysis of child poverty estimated that 9 out of 10 children in the country are poor and deprived of at least one of the following: sanitation 80%, nutrition 47%, and education 31%. Nyakasi MB Sanyang, the Statistician General at the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, highlights the need for the study to address the hardships facing children living in poverty.
Understanding child poverty requires understanding children and what they need to survive and thrive. Children experience poverty in different ways, and therefore their vulnerabilities often deserve special attention.
Ali Ulum, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Public Service, underscored the invaluable potential children possess if free of deprivation of any kind.
To note that children are the building block of society, and they can do much better for the country if they are not deprived of health, education, and nutrition. A society without children is a society without future.
The Convention on the Rights of the Child, ratified by the Gambia in August 1990, guaranteed the protection of the rights and welfare of children in every part of the world. Thus the need for this report. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
And from the report there by Lena Igwenyiba, we'll now take a look at some exciting sports news. So on Wednesday, the Gambia beat South Sudan 3-2 in their latest AFCON qualifier to move into second place in Group G. A late goal ensured victory for the Scorpions. Mamoudou Kajaga has more.
Hamza Barry scored in the nick of added-on time to give Gambia an important 3-2 victory against South Sudan as they edge closer to securing a successive Africa Cup of Nations appearance in Côte d'Ivoire. An own goal by Angier after he headed in Musa Barrow's shot from a free kick into his own net gave Gambia the lead with just 4 minutes on the clock. However, they failed to capitalize on their good start, and Valentino Uel leveled for South Sudan in the 28th minute after Omar Colley fell, claiming a foul. The teams went into the break at 1-1 despite Gambia dominating possession with more attacking threat. A spectacular goal, owing much to the individual brilliance of Ablai Jallow, gave Gambia the lead again. Just as the Scorpions were finding a way to seal a 2-1 victory, South Sudan had other intentions. They equalized in the first minute of 6 added minutes from a corner kick. Again, it was Valentino Uel who delivered the goods for South Sudan. Despite their frustrations at conceding a late equalizer, the Scorpions continued attacking with Hamza Barry onside to score the winner with what was almost the last kick of the game in the final minute of added-on time. The Scorpions will play the Republic of Congo on their final qualifier. Mamoudou Gajaga, QTV News.
Well, congratulations to the Scorpions. And Medina United Football Academy organized a youth summer camp for their various age category players. During the camp, they will learn about football, academic pursuits, and discipline. Mamoudou Gajaga attended the event on Saturday and he now reports again.
Footballers at under 12, under 13, under 14 and under 15 categories were grouped in a colorful ceremony to begin their youth summer camp. The participants all looked to be in ecstatic, anticipatory mood as they sang and danced at their complex at the Banjul International Airport. The summer camp will last for 2 months. Sana Jobate, the general manager of Medina United Football Academy, says they want to give the players the opportunity to be better.
To be on the same boat with all the other institutions that support football or promote football, we have to give kids what they deserve. That is giving them the best of trainings, the best of opportunities, so that they can match the realities of football outside the Gambia.
As a show of generosity and support to the founder of the academy and to the players, Njogu Francis Njai, who lives in the United States of America, has donated $50,000 to the summer camp and to the success of the academy. Njogu emphasized the need to invest in human resources for development.
Africa has the youngest population group when compared to the rest of the world. It is important to develop these human resources, as they are the future of this continent. If a nation has to rise, individual citizens have to rise and take up their full responsibility.
Professor Pierre Gomez, the Higher Education Minister, attended the ceremony. He said football has become a business which can change people's lives. He also advised the players, who are students too, to maintain discipline.
And I can tell you that, yes, dream. It is not a crime to dream. That those of you who believe that you are Messi and Chris, that you can be more than Chris, that you can be more than Ronaldo. Believe in yourself.
Fatima Sar Jame, a member of the Academy's Mothers Association, speaking on behalf of parents, said they are committed to making the Academy a success by taking ownership.
We, the Soccer Moms Association, are very pleased to be given a chance to feel ownership in managing the affairs of our kids outside of our primary home environment.
Gaston Mendy, who is one of the footballers taking part in the summer camp, says they are grateful for such an opportunity.
We are indeed happy about this summer camp, especially to our parents and Medina United Football Academy. From the first day of the camp, we experienced great things: togetherness, hard work, respect for everyone.
Tijan Masane Sise, veteran football commentator and former diplomat, who is the CEO of Medina United Academy, took attendees on a tour of the facilities at the academy. Umudu Gajaga, QTV News.
Well, I'm afraid this is where we draw the curtains on this bulletin, but do join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Until then, on behalf of the production team, thanks for watching.